Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Me and Troy Carter did some red, white, and blue 1969 NASCAR earlier this morning. I hope you checked it out. It was the 21st race of the season out of 52. And now we're back here from some New York Yankee 1961 baseball. Here on August 15th, 1961, we got the Chicago White Sox traveling up to New York to take on the Yankees. Let's take a look here at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. Leading off, playing shortstop, Luis Aparicio. Batting second, playing second is Nellie Fox. Batting third, playing center field is Jim Landis. Batting fourth, playing first base is Roy Serves. Batting fifth, playing left field is Minnie Mioso. Batting sixth, playing right field is Al Smith. Batting seventh and playing third base is Andy Carey. Batting eighth and doing the catching is Cam Cameron. And on the mound, batting ninth, doing the pitching for the Chicago White Sox is Juan Piazza. Piazza. Easy for me to say today. Now let's take a look at the hometown New York Yankees starting lineup for this game. We got leading off, playing second base, Bobby Richardson. Batting second, playing shortstop's Tony Kubek. Batting third, playing right field is Roger Maris. Batting fourth, playing center field is Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth, playing first base is Bill Skowron. Batting sixth, doing the catching is Elston Howard. Batting seventh, playing left field is Hector Lopez. Batting eighth, playing third base is Clint Boyer. Batting ninth, doing the pitching, the chairman of the board, Whitey Ford. Let's get down here to Yankee Stadium, folks, and get this game started. Whitey Ford on the season's got a 2.67 ERA. He's 18-6. He's got 10 complete games, folks. And the first up to bat is Aparicio, batting .221 with 2 home runs, 32 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit in left field for Aparicio. He's aboard here with a leadoff single. And on the first pitch, the Nellie Fox, Aparicio's taking off for second. Going to test Howard's arm. Howard fires down the second after strike one's called. And Aparicio gets underneath the throw, and he's safe at second with a stolen base. So now there's a runner on second for Nellie Fox, batting .238 with 4 home runs and 26 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Nellie. And that's going to be a base on balls. And all of a sudden, Whitey's got himself in a predicament here in the first inning. First and second, and nobody out. Here comes Jim Landis now. Jim's batting .255, 14 home runs, 60 RBIs. And that's going to be another base on balls. Whitey's got the bases juiced, and nobody out here, folks. Not what you expect out of the chairman of the board. The Yankees are going to play back, not to try to give up a big inning here. Roy Serves is up, batting .257 with 15 home runs and 68 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Mick will make the catch. And Aparicio is going to tag up from third. And he's going to score, make it 1-0 Chicago. Now we got first and second and 1 out for Minnie Mioso. And Minnie is batting .275 on the year with 22 home runs and 77 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Mioso. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Boyer's up with it. He fires across the diamond. The first runners will advance one base, but now there's 2 outs. Fox down at third, Landis down at second. Whitey can get out of this mess with only 1 run scoring. He'll be happy. Al Smith's up with a .297 batting average, 19 home runs, and 83 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left. Hector Lopez is out there today. So the White Sox had the bases loaded, folks. Nobody out and only get 1 run out of it. Let's see if the Yankees can make that hurt here. We go to the bottom of the first. Sox 1, Yankees due up. Richardson, Quebec, and Maris due up. Juan's got a 3.58 ERA. He's 9-8 on the season. He's got 2 complete games, and he also has 2 saves. Bobby Richardson's up the bat, batting .259 with 2 home runs and 44 RBIs, and Bobby's been swinging a hot bat. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Landis in center field for out number 1. And that brings up Tony Quebec now. Tony's batting .283, 6 home runs, 45 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Landis has got that one. Robs Quebec of a base hit. Nice running catch by Landis out there. 2 fly balls to center, 2 outs. It's up to Roger here to try to get on. Roger's been swinging a hot bat. Batting .269 with 49 home runs, folks, and 97 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Fox at second. And that'll end the inning. The Yankees go 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the second. The White Sox with a 1-0 lead. Andy Carey followed by Caron. And Juan's due up. Bottom part of the order. Carey is batting .237 with 3 home runs and 26 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. And it doesn't look like Whitey's got his good stuff out there today, folks. Andy trots on down the first. Now it'll bring up the catcher, Carry On. Yankees looking for a ground ball here to get maybe a double play. Cam's batting .280 with 5 home runs and 21 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And Bobby Richardson muffs that one, folks. Might have been a double play. Instead, everybody safe. So now we got first and second again. And nobody out. And that brings up Juan, who is batting .250 on the year, folks, with no home runs and 1 RBI. And the White Sox are going to let him swing away. Here's the pitch. And that is just what the Yankees was looking for, folks. That's a ground ball. Can they turn 2? Tony Quebec's up with it. He fires over the second. Quebec fires down the first, but Juan makes it in safely. So it's first and third now, folks. With 1 out, Aparicio's up. Yankees are going to bring the infield in, try to cut that run off. Luis is 1 for 1. He singled, stole a base, and scored. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. And that's going to score Andy from third. And just like that, the White Sox take a 2-0 lead, folks. 2 outs now. Runner down at first for Nellie Fox. Nellie walked his first time up. Here's the pitch to Fox. And that's going to be a base on balls. And that is the 4th walk by Whitey in 2 innings, folks. Sure. That brings up Jim Landis. Nellie walks for the 2nd time today. So first and second, 2 outs for Jim Landis. Landis walked his first time up. See if Whitey can get out of this again with only 1 run scoring. And no, not yet, because the bases are juiced again. So base is loaded with another walk. Sure. Here's the pitch to Roy Serves. He had a sacrifice fly his first time up. And that's not going to be caught, folks. That ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is hit the deep center field. Mick out there with Babe Ruth just watches that one fly out for a grand slam. And let's say 6-0 White Sox, just like that. Aaron Walks killed Whitey today, folks. 6-0. Nobody on now from Yoso. Here's the pitch to Minnie. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. That'll end the inning, but not until the White Sox score 5. And it's 5-0, folks. Well, we go to the bottom of the second. It's Mantle, Scowen, and Howard. Mixed, batting .294 with 35 home runs and 107 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. If you're a White Sox fan, you don't like that with a 6-0 lead. So Mick trots down the first, brings up the moves. Scowen's hitting .287, 34 home runs, and 111 RBIs, folks. And that's going to be a double play ball probably down the second. Nellie Fox is up with it. He fires over the Aparicio over the serves. That's a 4-6-3 double play. And now we got Howard due up here, folks. And Howard is batting .336 with 11 home runs and 51 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Nellie Fox. That'll end the inning. And the Yankees still trailing by 6, folks. Hey, 007. Now we got Smith, Carey, and Carry On due up here. Al's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Quebec. That'll be out number 1. First time Whitey's gotten a lead off batter out today. Brings up Carey. He's walked his first time up and scored. And that's going to be another ground ball down to Quebec. 2 ground balls. It's a short, 2 outs. And that brings up Carry On. And he's 0 for 1. Reached on an error his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Boyer. So 1, 2, 3 goes the White Sox. Whitey's finally settled down. We go to the bottom of the third. We got Lopez, Boyer, and Ford due up here, the bottom part of the order. Hector's batting .220 on the year. No home runs and 9 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Jim Landis comes charging in, makes a nice diving catch. Robs Lopez of a base hit. Brings up Boyer now hitting .249 with 10 home runs and 45 RBIs. And that's another shot out there to center. Landis on his horse in the gap in right field makes another great catch. Robs 2 base hits in this inning alone, folks. That brings up Whitey Ford, batting .182, no home runs and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1, 2, 3 goes the Yanks. We go to the top of the fourth. White Sox still with a 6-0 lead. JUAN, Aparicio, and Fox due up here. And JUAN grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. Came around the score. This time that's a ground ball down to... Sorry, that's not a ground ball anywhere. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So that's the first strikeout, I think, for Whitey. Yes, it is. That brings up Aparicio now. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI single. And reached on a, had a sacrifice flies last time up. And that's going to be popped up behind home plate. First time they got Aparicio out with nobody scoring. 2 down. And that brings up Nellie Fox. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Whitey's starting to settle down a little bit, folks. But it might be too little, too late. Now we got the top of the order due up. The Yankees need to get some runs here. Down by 6, Richardson, Quebec, and Maris. Bobby's 0 for 1. Flew out the center. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Easy play for Andy. 1 out. Here comes Quebec now. Tony is 0 for 1. He flew out the center his first time up also. And that's going to be a base on balls. Yankees like that. Get a runner on board for the M&M boys. Here comes Roger. Roger's 0 for 1, grounded out to Nellie Fox's first time up. And that's going to be an infield hit, folks. Roger motors on down there. They don't even make a throw. So now we got first and second. 1 out for the Mick. And he cut this lead in half, folks, and make it a 6-3 ball game and get the Yankees back in it. He walked his first time up. And that's not what the Yankees was looking for. That ball is hit down to second. It's a high pop-up. Nellie Fox gets under it, makes the catch for out number 2. So it's up to the Moose here to try to drive in some runs. Quebec in scoring position. The Moose grounding into a double play his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. So that'll load the bases, folks. And it's up to Elston Howard here. Can he get the Yanks back in this game? Bases full of Yankees. Quebec at third, Maris at second, Scourin at first, and Howard at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that's not good. That's going to be a ground ball. Sorry, that's not going to be no ground ball. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Howard strikes out with the bases juice, folks. And it's still 6-0. The Yankees had a shot there to get back in this game. We go to the top of the 5th. Landis serves and Mioso due up. Jim was walked twice and scored once. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Now, Whitey's dealing now, folks, for his 3rd strikeout of the game. Here comes serves up. He's 1 for 1 with that grand slam. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Boyer. That'll be 2 up and 2 down. And Mioso's up now. And he's 0 for 2, grounded out the short and the third. He's going to hit that ball back down to Quebec. So 1, 2, 3 goes the White Sox again, folks. We go to the bottom of the 5th. You got Lopez, Boyer, and Ford. Hector is 0 for 1. Let's see what he does this time, folks. And he squares this one up against JUAN. And that ball is driven into right field. Lopez rounds first. Smith gets over there, and with being down by 6, Lopez is going to hold up with a single. Brings up Clint Boyer now. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out. That brings up Whitey. See if Whitey can help his own cause, folks. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a pop-up down the 3rd. Carey's got it in fair territory for out number 2. So it's up to Bobby Richardson to do something here with a runner on and 2 outs. Bobby's 0 for 2, flew out and grounded out. And that's just what the Yankees needed there, folks. That's a base hit in the right field. Hector turns on the Jets. He'll end up down at 3rd. So we got 1st and 3rd now with 2 outs. Can the Yankees cash in here, folks? Only Quebec got the bat. Again, he's 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. And that's going to be a single in the right field. That'll score Lopez. The Yankees are on the board. And Richardson's going to get down to 3rd. So we still got 1st and 3rd here for the M&M boys. Can Roger come through here? It's now 6-1. One swing of the bat here, folks, and it's a 2-run ball game. Here's the pitch to Roger. And no, that's going to be a fly ball in the right field, not quite deep enough. The Yankees do get on the board and cut it to a 6-1 game. We go to the top of the 6th. You got Smith, Carey, and Caron due up. Al's 0 for 2. And not anymore, folks. He squares this one up against Whitey. And that ball is high. That ball is far. And they get that run right back, folks. Home run, Al Smith. Roger turns around and watches that one leave the park. So it's back to a 6-run game. Now you got Carey up here. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Scouring. He'll take it himself. Sorry, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Carey strikes out. Now it brings up Carey on. And he is 0 for 2. He's reached on an error and grounded out. And that's going to be a swing and that's going to be ball 1, 1-0 count. And then that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Whitey comes back, strikes out 2 of them after the home run. But the White Sox increase that lead to 7-1, folks. Oh, it's one more batter because he didn't strike out the side and he did give up that home run. Sorry about that. And that'll be a ground ball down the 3rd. And that'll end the inning. Now we go to the bottom of the 6th. We got Mantle, Scouring, and Howard due up. Mick is 0 for 1 with a walk. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Mick gets aboard, folks. See if they can get a rally going here in the 6th inning. Cut the lead at least down to something manageable. Here comes the moves. Scouring's 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. No, that's going to be a single down the 3rd. Moose, barely with enough speed, gets a base hit here, folks. So we got 1st and 2nd again, nobody out. Howard struck out his last time up with the bases juice. Let's see what he does here with 1st and 2nd. Here's the pitch to Howard. He doesn't strike out this time, folks. That's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd, slow roller. Carey comes up with it. He fires over the 1st. So we'll have 2nd and 3rd now with 1 out. Can Lopez come up with a base hit here and score 2? Here's the pitch to Lopez. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. And they look the runners back, folks. Carey fires over the 1st. And just like that, it's 2 outs now with 2nd and 3rd. That brings up Boyer. It's up to Boyer now to get a 2-out base hit here, folks. With Mick down at 3rd, Scouring down at 2nd. Boyer's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Landis comes in, robs Boyer of a base hit, folks. And that is the inning. And again, the Yankees strand too. They can't punch them across. We go to the 7th inning. It's 7-1 White Sox. Top of the order due up here for the Sox. Aparicio, Fox, and Landis. Luis is 1 for 2 with an RBI, a stolen base, and he scored. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. It's Whitey's 6th strikeout of the game. Go along with 5 walks, though. Nelly Fox is up now. He's 0 for 2 with 2 of them walks. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Lopez has got that. 2 quick outs here in the 7th. Bring up Jim Landis. Landis is 0 for 2 with 2 walks of his own. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And Quebec's got it. He fires over the 1st. 1, 2, 3 goes the White Sox. We make it to the 7th inning stretch. And we got Ford due up, followed by Richardson and Quebec. So we're going to have a pitch hitter here for Whitey. Bob Serv's going to come out and pitch hit. Lead off this seventh and try to cut this lead down. It's a 6-run lead, 7-1. Here's the pitch to Bob Serve, hitting 262 on the year, 6 home runs, 18 RBIs. And he blasts that ball down the right field line, folks. That's going to stay fair. Bob Serve's got himself a leadoff double here in the 7th. So you got a runner down at second for the top of the order. We go to Bobby Richardson now. Bobby's 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Bob will stay put for out number 1. Brings up Quebec now. See if Tony can keep this hit parade going here. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. And Bob's going to hold again. Now there's 2 outs for Roger Maris. Here comes Roger. He's 1 for 3. See if he can get a run in here, folks. And no, that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. So the Yankees get a lead-off double by Bob Serve, and he goes nowhere fast. So now we got some righties due up here for the White Sox. See who the Yankees are going to bring in here to pitch. And I think it's going to be Tex. Tex is going to come in here to pitch, I believe. So Tex is going to come in here, try to keep this a 6-run lead. He's got Serve, Mioso, and Smith due up here in the top of the 8th. Roy's 1 for 2 with that grand slam. That's a ground ball down to Quebec for out number 1. That brings up Minnie Mioso now. And Minnie's 0 for 3. He's grounded out the short twice and the third. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Mioso's aboard now with 1 out. That brings up Al Smith. Al is 1 for 3 with a solo shot of his own. And that's going to be I think that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Yes, it is. Boyer comes charging in on it, fires over the first. Mioso will get down the second with 2 outs for Andy Carey now. See if Tex can get out of this with nobody scoring. Andy's 0 for 2 with a walk. And that'll do it, folks. That's going to be a pop-up on the infield. Bobby Richardson makes the catch, and they leave Mioso down at second. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Yankees trailing by 6. You got Mantle, Scowen, and Howard due up here. Mix 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be a pop-up behind home plate for out number 1. That brings up Scowen now. And the moves. Not having a very good day. He did single his last time up. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Not a bad game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Moose. And that's going to be a single in the left field. So Moose is aboard. See if they can do anything here with 1 out, and Scowen down at first. Here comes Elston Howard now. Howard is 0 for 3 rather. He's grounded out the third, struck out, and grounded out the second. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Landis has got that one with no problem. That's 2 outs now with Scowen down at first. Lopez got a double his last time up, folks. He's 1 for 3. I'm sorry, he had a single in the 5th. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning. Scouring stranded down at first. Does that sound familiar? When we go to the 9th, it's still a 7-1 ball game. Got the bottom part of the order due up here for the White Sox. Carrying JUAN PIZARRO and Aparicio. Cam's 0 for 3. And he's going to go 0 for 4, folks, with a fly ball in the right field. Rogers got that. And Juan's going to stay in the game here, folks, with this 1-run game. He's 0 for 3. Fielder's choice, struck out and grounded out. And that's going to be a double in the right field off of Tex. That ball bounces off the wall. And we don't need no stinking DH. He's standing down at second, folks, with a 1-out double. And here comes Luis, 1 for 3 with an RBI stolen base. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Boyer. He looks the runner back to second. Fires across the diamond. That'll be 2 outs, folks. Nelly's up. Nelly Fox. 2 outs, 1 down at second. Nelly's 0 for 2 with 2 walks. And he's going to get a single in the right field. That's going to score 1. And that's going to add another run to this game, folks. Now it's 8-1 White Sox. So Tex can't keep the door shut. So now with 2 outs, you've got Fox down at first. And Jim Landis up. He's 0 for 2 with 2 walks. And that'll be a ground ball down the third. And that'll end the inning. He goes the short way to second. But the White Sox add another run and take a 7-run lead here, folks. It's 8-1. It's Boyer, a pitch hitter for Tex. Back to the top of the order. Boyer's 0 for 3. He's flew out to center twice and struck out. And that's going to be popped up behind home plate. And that'll be out number 1. Now we'll have a pitch hitter here for Tex. And he's going to come off the bench here to pitch hit. Old Billy Gardner is going to come out here and pitch hit. And there's Billy. And Billy's hitting .278 on the year, folks, with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Aparicio, known for his defense, folks. That's going to be an E6. And the Yankees got a little bit of life still. That's a runner down at first now for Bobby Richardson with 1 out. Bobby's 1 for 4 here. See if he can keep her going. And all of a sudden, Aparicio just cannot find the handle on the ball. And that's another bobble. That's another E6. Jeez, you Pete's. Now there's first and second with only 1 out. Tony Kubek. Sure. Here comes Kubek. He's 1 for 3 with a walk, folks. And that's going to be a ground ball down the high fly, infield fly down the second. Nelly's got it for out number 2. So it's up to the M&M boy and Roger Maris to keep this game alive. He's 1 for 4, folks. Here's the pitch to Roger, and that'll end the game. And this time, Aparicio catches the ball from Nelly Fox, and that'll end the game. And the Yankees get beat up 8-1, folks. Chairman of the board come through for the Yanks. Take a look at the box score here. Tony Whitey's 7th loss of the year. He's 18-7, I believe. White Sox, 8 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. The Yankees out hit them, but didn't even come close in the score. 1 run on 8 hits and an error. Really, nobody stands out except for that grand slam by Serves. 1 for 3 with 5 RBIs. It was mainly walks and errors that did the Yankees in. White Sox were 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Serve and Smith with the home runs. So 5 out of the 8 runs was home run by home run. They only left 4 men on base, so they made good when they had the chance there in the second, that's for sure. Scowen was 2 for 3. You had Quebec with the only RBI of the game. And the Yankees had plenty of opportunities, folks. 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. They left 11 men on. Bobby Richardson with that error. JUAN goes the distance. Gets his record up to 10-8, 9 innings, 8 hits, 1 run, walked 3, struck out 4. Whitey gets beat around in that second inning. His record drops to 18-7, 7 innings on 3 hits, 7 runs, walked 5, struck out 6, and gave up the 2 home runs. Tex came in and shut the door in his 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. Oh, that's right, he did give up that 1 run. I forgot about that. No walks and no strikeouts. Alrighty, let's do some fast play here in the American League. We got the Boston Red Sox traveling to Cleveland to take on the Tribe. And the Red Sox win 6 runs on 9 hits and an error. The Indians 2 runs on 11 hits and no errors. Now we got the battle for the second place. The Orioles traveling out to Detroit to take on the Tigers. That's a double header, folks. Tigers win game 1. Orioles 2 runs on 6 hits and an error. The Tigers 6 runs on 8 hits and an error. Game number 2 here in Detroit. See if the Orioles can bounce back here and split this doubleheader. And no, the Orioles get shut out, folks. No runs on 3 hits and 2 errors. The Tigers 2 runs on 7 hits and an error and sweep the doubleheader. I'm not sure if that moves them in the second or not. We'll take a look at the standings here in a minute. The A's travel up to Minnesota to take on the Twins. And the Twins shut out the A's. The A's no runs on 6 hits and no errors. The Twins 2 runs on 8 hits and an error. Now we got the Angels traveling to D.C. to take on the Senators. Last game here in the American League. And the Angels win a close one. 6 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. The Senators 5 runs on 13 hits and an error. Check out the standings here, folks. See what's going on in the American League. And the Tigers do take over second place. The Yankees are 9 games up on the Tigers. The Orioles fall to 9.5 games back, folks. The Twins are 13 games back. The White Sox 14.5 games back. The Angels 26 games back. The Indians 27.5. The Red Sox 30. The Senators 39.5 games back. On a 6-game losing streak, the Senators are. And the A's are 41 games back. And Elston Howard's now leading the American League with a .331 batting average. Roger Maris with 49 home runs on the year. Norm Cash with 114 RBIs. And Jim Bunning with a 2.06 ERA, leading the league. And Whitey and Jim are still tied since Whitey couldn't get that win, folks, with 18 wins. The Weiss is there with 30 saves on the year. Rogers leading MVP voting, and Bunning's back on top now with the Cy Young after Whitey had that bad game. Him and Bill Stafford are second in the Cy Young voting. Our next game will be the Milwaukee Braves taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates, folks. Let's see who's pitching in this game. So you got Gibbons going up against Wiley in the Pittsburgh-Milwaukee game, folks. I want to thank 007 for stopping by here today. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. On your way out of Yankee Stadium, hit that bell, hit that like button, and leave a comment. Y'all have a great evening. Until next time, y'all take care.